Good morning, everyone. As you can see, we're going to be utilizing my backyard, the back patio here for demonstration of these warm-up exercises. I didn't have a space really that I could use right now in order to demonstrate these exercises, so I'm going to be doing them here. So if you hear a car go by or if you hear birds, it's just the beautiful sounds of Cramerton, where I currently live. So first, we're going to start with sport-specific warm-ups. So the sport that I'm going to be using is football, as currently I work with high school football players. So without further ado, here we go. Okay, the first exercise we'll be doing for this warm-up is jumping jacks, just to get the blood flowing, get the heart rate up. We'll be doing 30 jumping jacks. So jumping jacks, all they are is you'll be taking your feet, and in rhythm, you'll just be back and forth, in and out, in a rhythm, while simultaneously moving your arms up and down like this at the exact same time that you move your legs in and out. So it's going to look like this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on until we reach 30. Again, that's to get our heart rate up, and that's to get the blood flowing through our muscles. Next exercise we'll be doing is a walking lunge with an overhead reach. So all that we're going to be doing here is we're just going to be taking a step out with our whichever foot you would like to lead with first. So you'll step out like so, and then once you get here to the lunge position, you know, your leg, obviously this leg right here that's out is at 90 degrees. The knee of the back leg is almost touching the ground, and then you'll reach up and you'll lean back in order to stretch those abdominals, okay? And then once you get done with that one, the next step you'll take is with the opposite foot out. And we'll do this for about 10 yards, and then we'll do a 10-yard jog back. So it will look like this. Step, reach, step, reach. All the way to the end. You should get at least 3 on each leg, and then we're just going to jog it back. Okay? Okay, next exercise we'll be performing is almost the same as the lunge, except it's going to be reverse lunge. So we're going to be stepping backwards, and whenever we step backwards, we're going to reach with the same hand over that leg and try to touch our ankle. So it's going to look like so. Step back, drop your knee to the ground just like in a lunge, same hand, same leg, reach back, try to touch your ankle, back up, reach back and up. Okay, we're going to do this for 10 yards until we get to the end. Once we get to the end, we're going to jog it on through and jog back to the front. Okay, cut it. Okay, so the next exercise is a straight leg walk. This one's very simple. We're just going to take a step out with our foot, get our leg, our heel is going to be about 6 inches in front of our other toe. But we're going to put our heel into the ground like so, put our hands behind our back, and we're just going to lean down, keeping our eyes up and keeping that back straight. We're just going to lean out and try to lean our chin out as far as we can over this toe. And then once you feel a significant stretch, stand back up, come back to a standing place. Next foot out, do the exact same thing. Make sure that your heel is on the ground and your toe is up. And make sure we're reaching with our chin. So it's going to look like this. Step, reach, back up, take a couple of steps. Step, reach with your chin, back up. Make sure you keep your back straight. And we're going to do that for 10 yards. Once we get down, we're jogging back through. Okay, so now that we've got our hamstring stretched out a little bit with that straight leg walk, now we're going to perform what we call monster walks, or Frankensteins, however you want to call it, because you're going to do that. You're going to look like a cartoonish Frankenstein doing this exercise. You're going to start standing, and you're just going to kick whichever leg you lead with, kick that leg up, and at the same time taking your opposite hand to your toe. So if I'm kicking my right leg, I want to use my left arm, and I'm just going to kick my right leg up and my left hand out and touch my toe. And then I'm going to do the same thing opposite. So it's going to look like so. Step and kick. Step and kick, each time trying to get that toe a little bit higher, because we want to get these hamstrings stretched out. Once you get 10 yards, we jog back through. Next exercise, side lunge. Very simple, similar to our other lunge. We're going to step out. It doesn't matter whichever foot you start with. If we're facing this way, we're going to lead with our lead foot. So we're going to step out until we're a little bit broader base, and then we're just going to lean down. Make sure that this leg right here is at a 90-degree angle or close to it. Feeling the stretch here along our adductors, our hip adductors. And we're just going to stay down, and then we're going to gather. We're not going to stand up. We're going to stay down and gather. Step again, lean, gather, step again, lean, and you'll feel the stretch. After you're halfway there for 5 yards, once you've done it for 5 yards, swing your other leg around. Okay, and then we're just switching to the other leg. Lean, gather, lean, gather, lean. Once you get down 10 yards, jog it back to the start. Next exercise, now that we've got our hip adductors, the inside of our legs stretched out well, we're going to get our glutes and our abductors right here on the outside of our hip stretched out. So we're going to do what we call karaoke, which is, it's a little bit difficult, but it's like a dance. Think of it like dancing, okay? So we're going to lead with our right leg again because we're facing this way, and we're going to step, and we're going to bring this leg up and across, okay? So step up and across, step up and across, and then once you get 10 yards with that, you'll bring it back the opposite way. So it's going to look like this when you put it all together, fast motion. Up, you want to get your knee up as high as you can till you get to the end. Switch it, get that knee up. Try to knee yourself in the chin, okay? Next, we're going to perform what's called the duck walk. We've got our glutes, well, really our glute medius stretched out, and we've got our abductors and adductors stretched out. We've done a lot with our flexors and extensors, and now we're just going to finish them off, and we're going to get those glutes firing a little bit, your butt, so that way you're ready to go. That way you're ready to push off out of your stance. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our feet about shoulder width, maybe a little bit wider, and you're just going to get down in a squat, and you're going to be right here, and then all you're going to do is you're going to walk 10 yards without raising up. You want to stay low, so it's going to look like this. You're going to duck walk. Make sure you're cranking your arms when you do it. Just like this. Get those glutes firing. Now we've done it for 10 yards, and we jog back. Okay, we're down to our last two exercises. They're both very similar. Now that we've got the blood flowing and we're stretched out, we want to keep our blood flow and our heart rate up. We want to get ready for the competition. So we're going to be performing some high knees and some butt kickers. So for high knees, all you're doing is you're just like you're running in place, but you're trying to get your knee obviously as high as you can, almost like trying to knee yourself in the chin again. So you want to get your knee up here, and we're going to do that for 10 yards. Once you get to 10 yards, you're going to turn around and you're going to try to take your heel and you're going to try to kick yourself in the rear end, and you're just going to pull it up as fast as you can. We're going to get that blood flow going and get that heart rate up. So here's what it's going to look like. Okay, you're going to start as many steps as you can, as many as you can in 10 yards. Hit it, turn around, butt kick it. As many steps as you can, as many as you can. Make sure we're working the shoulders because we want to get those shoulders loose as well.